with Tia, man. I don't know why niggas be fucking with Tia. Why niggas be trying to make Tia mad, man? You know she the one that taught Rick Ross how to motherfucking troll. Y'all know Tia the one that taught Rick Ross how to motherfucking troll. So we got Tia and motherfucking Chrisean Rock. They been going at heads, my nigga. When I'm talking about they been going at each other's throat, they been going back to back, head to head, eye for eye, arm for arm, my nigga, throat for throat. Tia trying to get them kids fucking took. And Chrisean Rock trying to delete Tia off the motherfucking internet. OMG. OMG, y'all. Trying to delete them off the motherfucking internet. And Tia feisty with that shit. That's why I said I wouldn't be surprised if Tia see motherfucking Chrisean Rock and try to square up when she see it. Now, you know Clarissa got into that shit. And they got into it. Real brawl. But Tia about that work. Tia a real Florida girl, man. And y'all know how them Florida girls go. Tia is a real Florida girl. I would not be surprised if Tia see her out and about somewhere and she gonna try to wing on motherfucker Chrisean Rock. Who y'all got? Who y'all think on slide? Who y'all think gonna slide first? Is Chrisean Rock gonna slide on Tia? Tia gonna slide on Chrisean? Because it's gonna be some shit. I'm telling y'all right there, it's gonna be some shit, man. I swear to God, it's gonna be some shit. If y'all don't know that, you crazy. Tia is not playing, man. Tia, like, y'all got me fucked up. What we ain't gonna do is play with these little ass kids. Tia, like, y'all not gonna be on the internet playing with me. No necessary. Tia said, y'all got it fucked up. We gonna figure this shit out. Who the fuck is this little girl think she is? That's how Tia coming, y'all. That's how Tia coming. Tia coming just like that.
I found last night some more. Look at that. See that? Unknown. See the numbers? 1:38 a.m. You see? So now both of my Instagram pages gone. Both of my we know that's her. We know she done paid somebody to get my Instagram pages shut down. We spend your money on me because I ain't gonna spend a dime on you. I ain't gotta spend a dime on you. The clerk of courts ain't gonna cost nothing to go down there and file some papers and charges on your mother, bro. Keep playing. I was off your. I really feel sorry for you because all that they sending me by Save Junior, you gonna be locked up soon. They're gonna take your baby soon. I hate to say it, but I'll show y'all. Played on my phone last night. Some more. Look at that. See that? Unknown. See the numbers? 1:38 a.m. You see? So now both of my Instagram pages gone. Both of my we know that's her. We know she done paid somebody to get my Instagram pages shut down. We spend your money on me because I ain't gonna spend a dime on you. I ain't gotta spend a dime on you. The clerk of courts ain't gonna cost nothing to go down there and file some papers and charges on your mother, bro. Keep playing. I was off your. I really feel sorry for you because all that they sending me by Save Junior, you gonna be locked up soon. They're gonna take your baby soon. I hate to say it, but I'll show y'all. Played on my phone last night. Some more. Look at that.
Y'all see that shit, y'all? So Tia is blaming Chrisean Rock for getting her Instagram page took, y'all. She's saying, she's like, I've been on this bitch top so hard. that she have to be the only one behind this shit. That's what she's saying. She's saying, I ain't do it. So who the fuck did it? You feel me? Who the fuck did it? That's what she's saying, y'all. Who the fuck did it if I ain't do it? I ain't did nothing wrong for my shit to be gone. I didn't do nothing for my shit to be gone. So why my shit not there? You feel me? But when you start going to war with certain people, we talked about this the other day, that's in the media. Chrisean Rock is considered a media person, right? So she's only a what character? The people that push her is who? Media.
Right. And they're gonna make sure that you don't go
Tia,
too far. Tia, the things above.
Tia is a character. She's trying to create her character. But guess what? Her character isn't as big as Chrisean because Chrisean is being pushed on what? Zeus. She's being pushed on media networks. So they have a greater
right.
They have a greater advantage and a greater mission to keep pushing her and to make her look good on the internet because these media companies are getting paid from Zeus. Mm-hmm. They're getting paid to what? Talk about the baddies girls. Talk about Chrisean. So this is media agenda, right? So now Tia going at her and going back and forth and clowning Chrisean Rock and turning the people.
And we're trying to promote a show.
And we're promoting her as a personality.
Right.
So even though we still like you, but you're not on Zeus. Mm-hmm. You're not on these shows. You're not. Now, if she was on these shows, they'll be letting them go back and forth. Her account will still be up. But because she's not on these shows and all she do is Instagram and talk her shit, they say, well, we can't allow you to take Chrisean Rock down. Mm-hmm. So what they do, they get their media people to take their Instagram, to take your voice, right? Take your voice. Because if we take your voice, then we can't have you talking about Chrisean Rock. Mm-hmm. We don't want you to go to war with her. We don't want the mass media to see what you're saying. When in actuality, she making sense. But guess what? Now Chrisean Rock talking to her people. Can you get Lemmy to call somebody? This bitch gotta go. I'm tired of this hoe.
Right.
Now somebody contacting somebody they know at Instagram that knows somebody, and they figure out a way to take your account and say that you did something wrong. And you know that, and this is how you know it's bullshit because they took all her accounts, not just one account,
but all of it.
Any account associated with her. So that lets you know. Nigga, I got multiple accounts. Right. If you take one, the other account's still there. That's why everybody account shouldn't be affected. That lets you know that somebody is playing the game and they know. Mm-hmm. That's right. They know who you is, what you doing, and what's going on. Lena said, Tia, my girl.
Oh, I see.
Hey, Tia gonna smash on her. Tia made it very clear that she said, okay, you talk all this shit, but guess what? You got to come out to public appearance. I don't need your address. She told me, I don't need your address because I know you ain't got one.
And right.
She said, wrong.
And everybody know that right now.
She said, I need your she's like, but guess what? You really have these public appearance. You will go somewhere.
We will cross paths. Right. We'll cross.
She said, and I ain't Clarissa. You know, Clarissa Blueface mom. Mm-hmm. She said, I ain't Clarissa. You ain't gonna beat my ass. I'm gonna beat your shit. The dog shit running down your leg.
I don't know how Clarissa did that shit either.
Because Blueface was holding her. Remember they said Blueface and Chrisean Rock jumped his mother, Clarissa. Remember they was saying that?
Oh, I didn't know he was holding her.
Yeah, you know, they tried. Remember
I think part of like the thing where they was, I don't know if it was the aftermath or some shit, but I don't.
This all started, bro. This listen. This all started over because Tia spoke on Chrisean Rock being on the internet and not concentrating on her baby,
right?
And worried about Blueface.
She's trying to be the auntie and give some advice.
Yeah, basically, she told her like, "Yo," it started because of the phone call that Blueface had with her. And Blueface was like, "Yo, if you trying to be on these social media sites, then just go, leave me alone." He's like, "I'm trying to come out and do something different, be on something different, and I don't need you doing that right now."
Right.
Like this shit, like we getting money, this shit gonna always be there. She was like, "No, but I gotta do what I gotta do." Like she basically, that's what she wanted to do. She don't know nothing else. I went this far to get here. I'm not about to stop and be a house mom or house bitch. They're not gonna do that, right? So then Tia was basically saying, girl, you stupid. Yo nigga in jail. Sit your motherfucking ass down. Be a mother to your kid. Handle your business and wait for him to get out and then fix your life.
From there, right?
But you want to be seen and you all outside. That's why you not with your kid and started talking to her and giving her advice, tell her you fucking up and get the fuck out the camera and this and that. And then next thing you know, she like, Chrisean Rock got mad and was like, why you always got my name in your mouth?
But Chrisean did say, and here's the thing that I have about that, because I get what Tia's doing. Chrisean did say in that video when she responded back to Tia, she was saying like, I don't even know you, but if you have basically something, you could find my number. But do you have to question when people don't, like if they really care and they just like, you know what, I'm gonna just reach out. They're not gonna do that behind the scenes. It's a lot easier to get on social media and put it out there. But Chrisean, niggas always clout from this because you could have, if you really cared about me trying to be honest, you would have reached out and said this. Like,
man, niggas always say that reach out shit. Niggas know when you in the industry, it's you got to contact somebody to contact somebody.
Right, it's not like you get a direct phone.
Hey, bitch, I don't got your number, and you ain't checking your DMs and looking for auntie. True. So let's be serious. That's why you call from unavailable numbers and all that, because y'all niggas do not want niggas direct access to you.
No.
You see what I'm saying? You see how niggas be with the homie and niggas used to ask you for Puff for his number, and Puff used to be like, I'm gonna give you this person number and they gonna let me know when you call.
Right.
Niggas do not want niggas to have access to them. They feel like they somebody.
They don't want public people being in.
So you acting like Tia, so Tia couldn't just call her and say, girl.
Sure. So we're gonna do this the way that we know how.
We're gonna do it like we've been doing it, bitch. The same way you do it on the internet.
Right. You can't expect those types of rules when that's not how you move around. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you calling her back on the phone.
Chrisean, bro, how do a person that get on the internet to address everybody tell somebody how to address you?
No, don't dress me on the internet. If you wouldn't care, you would hit me up.
Chrisean, you get on the internet and dress everybody. You've been addressing your whole life on the internet, and now you don't want me to address it?
That's what Tia came back with, because this has been going, I don't even know how long they've been doing it, but I've seen a few different videos. And Tia said the same thing. I only know your business because all your business is on the internet. And she on here crying and telling everybody everything about being homeless. I think somebody posted a video of the house. They saying this has only been 2 weeks since she's been in the house being homeless.
And they kicked her out. Oh, the house looked at trash. And you want to know what the sad thing about it is? Blueface dad showed videos of how he cleaned it up before she got there. Had the room set up. Remember we saw that video for them?
Blueface house.
Yeah, Blueface house. That's how he did the show in with the backyard with the football field.
I recognize the house, but that's her being in the house.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. So basically, okay, so let's take you back a little bit. Remember, her and Blueface would argue, and she say he's dirty, nasty. She was showing all the laundry that he put out, all this shit. Well, and he'd be like, no. Just you do laundry all day because this is your shit. You don't clean, you don't do nothing. Like, so now that comes into play. If you fast forward, you are just as dirty.
She dirty.
You're dirty. So you were putting it off on him, making it seem like he was a dirty nigga.
No, that's she dirty
shit. Not to say, well, I don't know here, but as the woman of it, you was
she is dirty. When they showed the video of how she was living since she got to that house, clothes everywhere.
The kitchen had shit all over the counters. It was clothes everywhere.
That's dirty.
It was like, how do
you live like that?
All over. But this is the mansion, right? So all over this motherfucker.
It's not a mansion. He got like a solid house, like a one level. It's not a mansion.
It's a one level?
It's a regular. It's a regular house, but it's not a mansion.
I thought it was a 2. I thought the one that was in the show was a 2 of them. But all over your space, every room has to be touched with garbage and clothes and shit. Like that's fucking.
And then what got her mad was because T was like, you foul because you was talking to that conversation where she was talking to Blueface on the phone. He didn't know he was being recorded.
Oh, that is.
So she like, come on, you supposed to be protecting y'all peace, and you creating more bullshit to put y'all online for everybody to hear y'all conversation. You see what I'm saying? It's like, come on, you doing shit for clout. That clout to get you killed.
But you know what? I think she don't know how to do anything else. You know what I'm saying? In order to, because people will feel like that's how you want. You got a lot of people on YouTube and feel like that's how you market. You create beef and go back and forth. And the buzz in the social media world gets a lot of attention. So if you get on the camera and you yelling and screaming and you're talking shit back and forth, people are going to keep that in there. It doesn't mean it's good for your fucking business. Mm-hmm. It just means that you're moving around socially. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how lucrative it is for her pocket, but that's all she knows to do is to get on here, cry, talk about Blueface, talk about all of this shit, and try and find.
My nigga, that's her whole game,
right?
Is to get on the internet, talk about their relationship, one trick pony, and that brings in the views. That's bringing her money. The views bringing her money. So you not gonna get her like Blueface said, without me in your equation, you go broke.
You go broke
because you have no storyline.
And so that's all she keeps giving you is the same old shit.
And then what make it so bad is Chrisean Rock can't go out and go get another famous nigga. We seen this now. We seen this. Every nigga that Chrisean Rock tried to go get with after Blueface is a bum ass nigga. They regular simp niggas. Regular niggas. Ain't no nigga of statue searching for Chrisean Rock.
She like a nigga.
So you would
I mean, she cool as hell. I like her. I like her a lot. I do. But you more like a homie than you are like my feminine chick. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas want a chick, she gonna step out, she gets cute, but she got more ice on her fucking neck than some of the niggas do. So like nigga, you playing basketball, jumping over, like you are a dude.
She really a stud at heart.
Come on.
She's
pretty.
She really,
but she's too masculine.
She probably really supposed to be a stud at heart. If you really want to keep it 100,
like, fuck that.
You ain't supposed to be with niggas. You act like a nigga trying to be with niggas. Act like a nigga, move like a nigga, talk like a nigga, play football. My nigga, let's keep it real. I wouldn't doubt it if Chrisean Rock had women relationships. We already know, allegedly, she said her sister milked her out.
Yeah, she said.
Remember?
I seen that.
Remember, she said her sister milked her out. So let's keep it 100. I bet you was more women out there that she had that type of relationship with too. You know what I'm saying? Because my nigga, she's more a dominant figure than a feminine figure. So if y'all think she ain't never played in that range with women, she has. She loved both ways.
But see, we love her because of her personality. But at the end of the day, if you ask why she ain't with other niggas, because they know other niggas, they looking for females. You sitting up in there, you know what I'm saying? She does a lot of masculine things. And her characterization is not ladylike. You know what I'm saying? So if you get with her, this is all that we've seen all your worst on fucking YouTube and on social media. No little nigga that want a female really gonna deal with that type of shit.
Nah, yeah, ain't nobody gonna want no female that's sitting there trying to fight them every fucking day. Right. And argue with you. She's very argumentative.
But she acts more like a dude.
And she's very argumentative. That's one of the craziest things about it too. Like I said, y'all be careful, yo. I guarantee you, they gonna see each other somewhere, and it's gonna be a pop out. Remember, I said it. They gonna see each other somewhere, and Tia gonna dig in that ass. And everybody
gonna get the old school song.
She gonna get an old school song because Tia ain't no little girl. She ain't little by far. She ain't little at all.
I was wondering, she tall?
She like 5'10". She ain't little. She like 5'9", 5'10" with a big ass booty. Yeah. All and some legs. All her shit go people to her legs.
Certain height get to be proportioned really, really nice. I feel like when women, I like when women are tall because when you're short, you got a short torso. You get what I'm saying? So you get the belly fat, you get certain things, or if you're like your legs are short, but when you're a certain height, your whole shape, you got a longer torso, your hips get to develop more, your legs are length to put, you know what I'm saying? So I wish I had some height. I'm telling you, I wish I could be real tall. I'm not one of those. I want to be tall like basketball players. But usually short people want the opposite of what they have.
Then you get tall, then you want to be short. Everybody.
That's what I'm saying, because I want to be able, when I walk, I want people looking up, ooh. Look at her.
Tall people, but tall girls don't. But a lot of tall girls don't like being tall because
I know, that's what I'm saying.
It's hard. You don't have many men to choose from.
Hi, little people down there.
People to choose from. A lot of men don't want no girl towering over them. They like to feel.
You just go get another tall dude, and it's usually a basketball player or something like that.
Ain't too many out there just walking the street.
No, they're not. No place to walk on the street.
Y'all know how this shit go.
That a musty mutt took the page, dog. She took the page, bro. She took the page, dog. I don't know who she got, what hacker she paying to keep messing with my pages, but it's up and it's stuck. Say hashtag Save Junior. Hashtag Justice for Ronnie. Hashtag Drunken Dusty. That's our new nickname now. You're drunken dusty. So they're telling these people lies, but you don't drink no more. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You drink like a fish. No, you drinks heavenly. You drinks. Miss Hallelujah. That a musty mutt took the page, dog. She took the page, bro. She took the page, dog. I don't know who she got, what hacker she paying to keep messing with my pages, but it's up and it's.
She said, "Old Dusty took the page."
Hey, Lena.
Yeah, she said, "Old Dusty took the page." Yeah, hey, it's a bad world when the celebrities start getting done like the locals on YouTube.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And it's so funny because they live in a world where shit like this is easily attained. That's why I think it's so funny on the YouTube level when niggas be taking pages and doing all that shit, because these celebrities could easily get got. You know what I'm saying? So they get real surprised when that shit is introduced to their world. Snatching pages. What?
Where they do that at? When y'all niggas start
strike? What, strike for what? Copyright.
No, for academics just got a copyright strike. He was mad as hell. He said, hold on. Academic said, bro, my representative just hit me, told me I got a copyright strike. He was like, but when we look back and we look into this shit, he was like, this shit is weird. He was like, the same people that issued me a copyright strike are the same people who paid me to play the music.
Oh, they played them. They played them. Okay.
So now I'm starting to see that it's a dirty game now. Mm-hmm. So now what they doing is these record labels and these PR people, right? They pay you to play their shit, right? Mm-hmm. And then you think you good, you're not gonna get copyright strike because you're. But then the minute you say something bad about them, and like talk about a story, or you talk about go against them, then guess what? Now their way of trying to combat what you did is going to copyright strike something that's with their music in it. Yeah. He's like, but you paid me to promote this music, and not only promote the music, but to talk about it. He was like, and I have all paperwork to show YouTube. He was like, but now since they don't like what I say, you want to copyright strike me. So if I'm not going with your agenda and I'm not going along with you, then your money is no longer good. He was like, so now they're trying to affect my pockets. Now they're trying to affect my pockets. And guess who the people was that sent them the copyright strike? Rock Nation. So because he was talking about Jay-Z and he was talking about the situation with Megan Thee Stallion and he was saying that, so they copyright strike his page with all the music. So he's like, and everybody know you only need 3 to lose your page. So he's like, he was like, I know they're trying to play a game with me because they could have went 3 real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Because I got 3 videos easy on my page where I put their music up. So that's their way of trying to send them a message. And the message is, don't talk bad about us.
That's exactly the message.
So then academics was like, well, I want to sit down with somebody at Rock, and I'm willing to sit down. He was like, if not, then I'm going to be suing because I have the paperwork where you paid me to promote this music.
Yes. It's an underlying understanding that when I pay you to promote, you're going to promote positively, not promote me in a bad light. I paid you. You get what I'm saying? So your personal review, this is where people get this shit mixed up.
But that's what they think. You paid me to promote that music, but another video later on, now you don't like my personal views. And that's what Apple is like. You don't control my views because you paid me to promote.
But they feel like when we pay you, I'm not paying you to put me in a bad situation and give me bad light. You get what I'm saying? I don't have to pay you. But if I'm paying you, the understanding in business is that you're going to talk about me in good light. If you don't want to, and you still want to give your public opinion, don't take my money. Don't take my money, because then I have to worry about your promotion, good or bad. Don't take my money. But when you take the money and then you come back and be like, oh, this is the review, I don't know. Are you fucking gaming? That's not how this goes. And because you acting like you don't know, that's the same reason Kai Cenat was talking about BET and not taking money from other businesses, because he doesn't want to be responsible for promoting whatever agenda they have when he speaks about them. He wants to be able to speak freely. And when you start intermingling and taking money from people, they expect you to speak that way. Exactly. So whether you feel you can talk about your personal opinion, you can, but it was understood during the transaction is that we weren't, why would I pay you to look to talk about me that way?
No, you paid me. But I feel like you paid me to review a song and talk about you in a video. I did that work and I got paid
That's
for
how you feel.
Now I'm covering something totally that's pertaining to you, and because you don't like what I'm talking about and you want to control my media platform, which is, and he feels like that's what makes him different than other platforms, because my people know that whether you pay me to do a marketing scheme or not, I'm still true to my people and I'm going to speak real about what's going on. So you can be paying me and I can show receipts that you pay me. He's like, I can show receipts. He was like, but that don't mean I'm not going to talk about a story that's something bad about that you did and cover it. He was like, you don't control me like you control BET or CNN.
Understood. And see that he has a right to say that, but understand where they was coming from. These people that are coming into social media are coming in from an opposite end. They're not like having to fight through the old school doors like they be talking about on TV and doing all of this shit. These young kids are coming up with the platforms right to their hands, right? So if I'm paying, he feels I'm independent. I can do what I want. I make my own money. I don't have to answer to anybody. They feel like, okay, when we butter your side of the toast, my nigga,
you work
it's supposed to be glazed.
They feel like you work
right. And if you don't, and honestly, if you don't want to do that, then you should be a person to say, I'm not going to do these types of things because I maintain my individuality and my own public opinion. So, and that's just where it lies. Because if I pay you, Gangsta Cap, to talk about something, and I paid you, I'm not going to expect later on that you're going to try to slam me. Because right now we're engaging in business, regardless of how you feel. There's an underlying conversation that's not on paper that people understand.
So because you paid me one time to do something, and I did a job for you, that means I'm not supposed to speak the real on everything else that come out?
I'm not saying that. On paper, that's what it is. But when you're talking about business and shit that's under the fucking, on the side, understanding that people just have about business, that's where it's at. And that's what a lot of people don't understand.
And that's how you lose business.
Right. No, that's how you lose business. That's the same thing with the rappers. The agenda is for the companies to win, not for the artists. And when the artists start to learn, then the business starts to get messed up. What's called, he already knows his business. He's handling it himself. So he doesn't necessarily need to take money from anybody. But the conversation that is not on paper,
definitely needs to take money.
Regardless, whatever. What I'm saying is that the conversation that is not on paper is usually understood in these lines of work. I'm paying you, so at nowhere am I going to want or expect you to talk badly. It's the form of control after I give you the money. But he said, you can't control me. Academics is his own guy. So, but all I'm saying is it's not right how they're going about it. But when you're doing certain things, people have these understandings. That's why everybody else is always confused about business. You're like, well, that's not business. No, well, it is. In the dark, we do how this it's understood. I'm paying you. Why would you talk bad about me? That's just how it goes. It wasn't music or anything else. We're exchanging money. So why at any point would I expect you to
you would expect the person that you're exchanging money with to not talk bad about you and never go against you. But like X said, we're not friends, homie. I don't work for you.
No, it's not.
So I know, but like just like he has, the company has their thought process, and they say, I would expect, all you can do is expect that I don't talk bad about. Just because I have a private contract with you where you paid me to promote one of your artists doesn't mean that I can't deliver the news when you fuck up.
Exactly.
And if I'm going to deliver the news when you fuck up, the same way I deliver, you can't have a biased channel. And a lot of these companies, they will try to make you biased.
Yes.
And that's what they don't like, because they couldn't make academic bias. Right. They sent a copyright strike to us.
Exactly. So listen, and that was the retaliation to that. Exactly. So you can convert, because that's what that is. Remember, if you're going to someone, you know that he's a big time. It's part of marketing, right? So we pay you. Now all of a sudden you're discussing the topics, and that's what he does. That's part of his platform, discussing the topic. If he happens to give his opinion in a light that they don't like, their retaliation is going to be a strike because they feel we paid you and we wasn't expecting this. I don't know why they wasn't expecting that from a person who already gives their own personal opinion all the time. And
because people think that when they give you money, exactly what you said, if I grease you up to do one promo, you might look at it and say, well, I don't want to lose this money, so I'm gonna be a good old boy. Let me be cool, because they might send me something else and want to send me another 5,000 to promote one of their artists in 2 weeks. But you know what I'm saying, you got some people that's like, no, I'm gonna be flat across the board.
Right.
I'm reporting on all news.
See, that's what's crazy, because you have a team of people that collaborate and make these decisions. I don't know if they're watching YouTube or TV and things like that, but he doesn't give me the impression of somebody that would have just folded that way. So when you decide, academics, to be like, okay, yeah, maybe I can get this consistent money, and then I'm just, gonna talk good about. No, he doesn't. Watching his choosing and saying that, okay, academics, we're gonna ask him to do this, blah 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 blah. You know his character. The people that are initiating these, you have to know you're getting into business.
He's always said that that's the one thing about him as a YouTuber, that what companies don't like about him.
Right.
So a lot of companies don't like that about him. The one thing that they don't like about him is that they don't feel like they can compromise. A lot of these networks like Joe Budden's, when they get paid by certain record labels and stuff like that, the promo person, they won't talk bad about that company, because that company is cutting the check,
and they're loyal to that company.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying about academics. He doesn't give me that impression watching his show. If anybody, like everybody else is watching his show, he doesn't give me the impression of a person that's going to allow a company to come and do that. So you, as the company, have to be watching too.
And they
so you vetted this and then still came with.
And he said they still pay him. Yeah. Why? Because he's so big of a platform.
Right.
People come to him for what? He's so big. Remember, he was on Complex first. Joe Budden's first cast was him and Joe Budden.
I remember, and it was him, that chick, and
Joe Budden. So he got big from there. That's how he got big. So when he got and started doing his own show, now everybody's flocking to academics, all the young people. But they want he could be probably as big as Chrisean, big. But why he's not is because they know he's the type of person that's not going to push the agenda of just what we tell you to do. See, and academics, you will watch a show on Monday and he'll be promoting something about Rock Nation, about the artist, and then on Tuesday he'll be breaking down something about what the fuck happened and what's going on, and saying that somebody's gonna get locked up. They don't like that. Either you with us or you against us.
Right.
And academics say
that. This guy is always that type of guy to say, I'm going to go my way. So my thing is, it's like you're getting in bed with someone that can fuck you. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why
So
that's why I say yeah. So that's what Tia's going through right now. Okay, now I'm fucking with one of these motherfucking people. I'm going at it with somebody who's connected in the media world. It ain't about who she know. Motherfucking Chrisean Rock ain't even got to make a phone call.
Right, her people already.
Them PR people and people that's already connected that pay these people that's paying Instagram. They already got an Instagram rep.
Yeah.
They already got an Instagram rep because they the ones that set your page up. They the one that help get you the views.
They're the ones that make your post, your comment, all of that shit. Because you may get on your shit.
Yeah,
but the
you're
majority
not
of the
doing
time,
the most of the shit.
They're doing their own. They're making sure that you look like you're at every place at
one time. So then they get an instant. They tell the Instagram rep, "Yo, we need this person is making our person look fine. We need you to shadow block their posts. Can you get rid of their page? We need her off the internet." They do that all the fucking time, yeah. All the time.
Right, because they control the media. And if you're paying into the media so that you can have it, you won't stop anything that's going to ruin it.
That shit crazy, man. She got to get her shit right, dog.
She'll have to figure this one out. Because she relies on the media, I'm pretty sure, for a good portion of her business. It is her business. They did Auntie bad, man. Y'all see that, man? And they did.
Y'all see that?
Lying, though.
They took the whole fucking page.